Hey, sports fans, it's Greg Medford from the Greg Medford Show, coming at you from Atlanta Blade Show in Atlanta, Georgia, 2023. With me today is one of my friends and one of my other friends' sons. This is Curtis Iovito. Curtis, talk to me a little bit about what you've got going on. And it's your company's Classy Raptor Tactical.
Yes, sir.
And you're also involved in all kinds of other things right now.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So give us a little quick, give us the executive one page on what you're up to.
So basically, I got started in the laser engraving business in 2014, back when lasers were still pretty new. We started by making backplates for Glocks out of Damascus and other exotic materials. And then we started doing high-end knife engravings on, my father owned Spartan Blades, so we started as a dealer for them. We've been a dealer for Medford, we've been a dealer for Kinder, a bunch of other guys. We do collaborative things and sell a little higher price point knives. But the big thing we're doing now is we're actually selling laser engravers, providing training and financing for engraving machines.
All right, so you're working for Tykma?
Yeah, for Tykma Electrox out of Ohio.
Cool. So we've got a couple of different lasers at our factory, and we ended up getting one of the Tykmas, and it's just kind of a whole nother level of machine compared to what we had before. You know, our other machine's like 10 years old.
Yeah, I have 3 of those of your old ones.
And we still use it every day.
Yeah.
It's good for some things, and the way it's set up is a little easier for like a lot of onesie stuff.
Good for deep engraving.
Yeah.
Right.
And then your machine is really set up for doing lots of quantity.
Yeah, and 3D engraving is the new thing we're looking into.
Which I don't have on my machine, right?
You do.
Oh, I do?
Yep. Just a whole new thing. Nobody's really doing it because it's very time consuming.
Oh, you're talking about the carving, the multi-layer carving. Yeah, okay.
3D relief engraving, I guess we can call it.
When you guys are doing that, do you at any point go in and clean it up to get the oxidized layer off so you can get another layer deeper?
Because there's a different series of passes you can do. You can clean up the actual raised part of the engraving because it looks kind of rough in the beginning. Actually, sandblasting with microglass bead is a pretty easy way to do it.
So you have a couple of really good index points. You can pull it off, clean it up, put it back on. It indexes right back where it was, and you can cut another layer off. Because I know that first layer you get some good cut, and then the oxidized layer kind of it diminishes the cut.
So you really have to learn how the frequency works and get that perfect removable. It's a fine balance of removal of material and smoothness. Because if you do too rough, it'll look grainy, and that's not what we're going for. We're going for jewelry quality here.
Right. So do you go around, if guys buy the machines, you go around and school them up on how to do some of that stuff?
Yeah, I've been actually flying out to people. I'll have 3 more trainings lined up for the next 2 months.
What are you driving these days? You get rid of the Subaru?
I've had 41 vehicles in my 36 years on this planet.
That's too many.
But I'm currently driving a Gen 3 Raptor.
Oh, you like a Raptor? I'm driving a Raptor too.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Mine's one of the red ones, maroon or
Mine's
whatever.
Blue.
You got a blue one?
Yeah.
And the one that's out now is the 4, right?
What's that?
The new Raptor's the Gen 4.
Gen 3.
Oh, that's the brand new one?
Yeah.
Oh, so I got
the last year.
Yeah.
I had a Gen 2 at 2018. I had that for 4 years.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, I traded in for $8,000 less than I paid for it with 80,000 miles.
Yeah, crazy.
On the new Raptor.
Nice.
They hold their value. It's a great investment.
Yeah, cool. And then you're starting flying, I heard.
What's that? Flying?
I heard you're starting flying.
I'm supposed to start as soon as I get back. The weather has scratched my last 3 flights.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited to get started about that.
Yeah, that's fun. There's kind of a stress level that goes along with flying that I almost didn't realize until I stopped flying.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt it decompress. It melted in me, and then I had nightmares for a few years, and then it went away.
But the level of freedom.
Yeah, I get it.
I can't believe it's legal. You know what I mean? That much freedom is awesome.
I was in a 4-ship aircraft. We were flying over San Francisco Bay. Right. And we had flown by Candlestick Park in San Francisco, the Golden Gate Park there, and then flying right next to the Golden Gate Bridge in a fingertip 4-ship. We had a camera there. Got great photos.
That's amazing.
And I think I was not flying lead. I think I was flying alt lead at 3, and I was looking over, and we were right near the Golden Gate Bridge, okay? And somebody keys on the radio and goes, "Can you fucking believe this is legal?"
Exactly.
It was awesome. And, that was one of those things I was like, well, when I'm done flying, I'm going to buy an airplane. I'm going to do a loop around the Golden Gate Bridge and get my license taken away to make it, final. So, you and your wife, where's your facility at? Where are you guys
So we're in San Antonio, Texas, just outside the city limits.
Okay.
We have a shop on our property. We have some land. We've gone through big shops. We grew really fast with backplates. Believe it or not, we've sold more than I mean, Glock's the only people who sold more than us, which is super weird. It's a very niche thing to be into. But it's treated us very well.
You still make those?
Yeah, we even wholesale most of the blanks for all of our competition. Some big companies that everybody knows, we white label plates for them.
Nice.
That's been huge.
What other big hits have you had that you've made a lot of?
I mean, it's really been just back blades. I mean, and mag plates. Like, we make these tags that can be removed, so they actually insert onto the actual mag plates. So we're able to cross now and turn firearms parts into jewelry.
All right, so what's the mag plate? Let me see that thing.
Yeah, so this is a steel flame mag plate. So this is a $10,000 base plate.
That's
it's a
10
one
grand?
of one. Yeah, I've been offered 10 grand from 2 people for it, but it was a gift, so I turned it down, right?
All right.
But the base plates, any of the ones we make, and we have hundreds of designs, we make this thing called a mag tag, so it's a titanium insert.
Is that what that is right there?
Yeah.
You make that?
Yeah.
And it's got a magnet in it?
No, it just
it's spring-loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's titanium arms, and the tension on it, kind of like a buckle on like a backpack would work, and it just goes inside and clips.
Wouldn't you be like, if you're out drinking and you came back and you didn't see the skull hanging off that, wouldn't you be so bummed?
It's pretty heavy. I can feel it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So who makes that? Steel Flame?
Yeah, Derek at Steel Flame.
All right, and he makes the skull part.
Right. So he does silver soldering, casting. I actually apprenticed under him. I got to go down to his shop for a week and learn how to silver solder and do like jewelry work and see the ins and outs of his operation. Because attention to detail in laser engraving is very important in manufacturing in general.
And he's got a laser. You helped him out with his laser?
Yeah, he's buying another laser right now. We just sold one to Chris Reeve Knives. You have one, Spartan Blades, a bunch of other companies. So laser sales, I'm trying to work on that as a full-time gig. It's always been like an epic side hustle. But now I'm going to see what I can do with giving full time to it.
It's always strange when your side hustle starts to get on pace with your main gig, right?
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
But I love sales. I love meeting new people, helping people with manufacturing challenges.
Yeah, you're even
awesome.
friends with guys I don't really like in the business.
I get along with everybody.
I know you do.
And even if I hate your guts, you would never know, like, if I didn't like you. You know what I mean?
Is that true with us?
No, I love you guys.
I mean, how would I know?
You wouldn't.
No, that's devious as hell. See, I'm brutal. I'm like, hey, I don't like you. You know, like,
I respect
why
that
are we talking?
because most people are not like that these days.
I know, and
but I respect that you wear your heart on your sleeve.
It could be a
Whether
little
or not
jarring for people.
People agree with you. That doesn't fucking matter. This is America.
Matter. Yeah.
Right. I mean, I was in the Army for 9 years before this.
I always tell everybody, I'm like, you don't have to agree with me,
No.
but I got a right to be pissed off if I want to be, or
Everybody
happy, or whatever.
does.
Yeah.
Once we lose that as a downfall of our civilization, it's already happening.
Yeah, no, it's awful. And as soon as they have a good citizen quotient number that they put on you, that's the end of that's the beginning of the end.
Score?
Yeah, that's exactly. You got anything new coming down the pipeline you want to tell us about?
I'm working on my first knife design.
Right.
I showed that to you.
Yeah.
So that's something we're working on currently.
You gonna have me make it or what?
I'm still trying to figure the manufacturing
Quit fucking
part
around.
out.
Let me make the knife. You'd be selling them this. You'd be selling them right here, right now, if you'd asked me to do it.
I know.
All right. I thought I'd call you out in the middle of the show.
I will consider it.
Yeah. Stop considering and get to doing. Let's see. I think that's about it. How old were you when your dad started his knife company?
He started in 2008. So how many years ago was that? We're in 2023. Yeah, I was still in the Army.
15, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I actually started making knives when I was about 14, before Spartan Blades. We still lived in Washington State, so we moved to Japan in 97. So he was making knives in 95, so I was about 9 years old. Jeez, I'm 36 now.
Nice.
He's come a long ways.
And your wife's at home doing production right now?
Yeah, my wife was in the Army as well. She's a combat medic in the Army for 7 years.
What'd you do in the Army?
I was an X-ray tech for 6 years and an all-source intelligence analyst in the 82nd for 3 years, almost 4.
And did I hear you guys have some child slave labor as well?
Yeah, we have 3 12-year-olds.
Did you guys have triplets?
No. But when 2 people really love each other, I'm just kidding. So no, we have identical twin girls, but our son that we had previously was 10 months old when the girls were born, but they were born at 27 weeks. They were super premature. They were 1 pound 12 ounces and 2 pounds 2 ounces.
I was born at a normal time and I'm super immature. Is that anything like premature?
Similar.
Well, so you've got the 12-year-old sweat. You
Right.
got at least 6 more years of sweatshop
They
labor
know how
from
to
them.
run lasers. They know how to blast.
That's
they know
awesome.
how to. My wife, we do Cerakote in house, so the kids are learning Cerakote. They do shipping. They can't do customer service.
Okay,
but
I don't know
once
if it's,
get that,
I don't know if it's legal for us to have all of this conversation.
Well,
go
in
out loud.
Texas has a family business. They
Oh,
can
you
be
can
hired, and we
slave
can write
them.
off their income on our taxes.
All right,
Texas
nice.
is. I mean, Arizona is awesome too. I was stationed in Sierra Vista
Yeah.
at Fort Huachuca.
Nice.
I love Arizona.
So listen, if you guys want to reach out to Classy Raptor, tell us what your website is.
It's ClassyRaptorTactical.com.
And you can buy stuff that's not made by Chinese slaves, but American slave labor, child, youth slave labor. And we're in support of family businesses doing that all across America. Fantastic.
It's awesome.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about?
No, I mean, I appreciate everything you guys are doing. If anybody ever needs a laser engraver, I'd be happy to give them a quote or at least some education. Even if you have another competitor's brand, I can still do training.
How does somebody find you if they want to buy a laser?
The best way is to send an email, sales@ClassyRaptorTactical.com.
Classy Raptor, like bird of prey, tactical.com, or lizard, or dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur.
But it means
But
bird.
it has a monocle and a top hat, so it's classy. Almost as classy as Greg.
No, it's impossible.
Impossible.
Impossible. Yeah, I found out there's a timer on my phone, so all the times that I normally hang out at the shop naked now, I'm like
Oh.
taking pictures. This year's going to be a shit show.
Oh,
Hey, thanks
shit.
for coming on. I appreciate
Yeah.
you being here.
Thanks for having me.
Enjoy the show. You guys, Greg Medford. I was going to say my normal sign off, but it's not. It's Greg Medford from the Greg Medford Show. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, and Rumble. You'll see us all over the place. Thanks for joining us.